Good afternoon, everyone. Can all of you guys imagine a world where every pet has a compassionate, loving home? Well, the reality is the opposite. Millions of animals end up in shelters each year and don't get the love they deserve. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about having the power to save lives and make a difference in your community by adopting animals from shelters. Adopting from animal shelters saves lives of many pets that might be euthanized due to overcrowding in shelters. You're probably wondering, why should I adopt? Well, many of you guys in this audience right now have pets you get to enjoy life with and share your home with, while there are a scared pair of eyes behind a kennel looking for their forever home. While adoption saves lives of young and old animals, millions of dogs, cats, and other animals end up in shelters each year, all over the country. According to ASPCA, about 6.3 million animals enter shelters within the U.S. each year. Many of these animals were abandoned, surrendered, or just got lost. According to Total Vet in 2021, about 250,000 animals were euthanized, not due to illnesses, but due to nobody choosing them. We can make a big difference in animals' lives by offering up our loving homes to sweet animals that are in need. One way we can make a difference in these animals' lives is by not supporting puppy mills, because if we do, we would be fueling a system that treats living animals like products with little regard for their emotional or physical needs. If you don't know what a puppy mill is a high-volume breeding operation that prioritizes profit over these animals' health. In puppy mill facilities, the dogs are kept locked up in small, overcrowded cages with little to no socialization, exercise, or have even had medical care. The conditions these animals have to live through are filthy. Animals should not have to suffer from malnutrition, untreated injuries, or emotional trauma. The mothers get treated even worse in these facilities. The mothers in these facilities are bred back to back with little to no recovery time in between. And once they are no longer able to produce any more litters, they are left abandoned or killed. Most puppies in these mills are separated from their mothers too soon and could lead to behavioral issues or health issues. Throughout the dog's lives, most puppy mills are operated under the radar, and many do not know about it. Why should you be against puppy mills? Well, puppies that come from these mills are often sold with genetic disorders, illnesses, and behavioral issues because of unethical breeding practices and lack of veterinary care that occurs in these facilities. These issues can lead into high expenses of vet bills and an unbelievable amount of emotional distress for these unsuspecting owners. Puppy mills contribute to overpopulation of pets, which overwhelm shelters and cause them to end up euthanizing healthy animals due to the lack of space, and puppy mills produce these animals for profit, which also keep worsening overpopulation. Now, just imagine your dogs were the dogs suffering in the puppy mills and living in those abusive homes. You wouldn't want to support that. So turn your time towards animals in shelters looking for their forever home. Help fight against overpopulation of puppies. And now that you know a little bit about the mills, let's talk about the shelters. Shelters are important for animals looking for their forever home, but overpopulation leads them to euthanization of animals. Some pros of adopting from shelters: most of the animals from shelters come vaccinated, they come spayed and neutered, they could potentially be trained because they might have lived in a previous home. You would be supporting your community, and you would be skipping the puppy stages. If you were to adopt from shelters, the animals would come with many benefits, and you wouldn't have to spend too many expenses. When you buy and don't adopt, you would come with so many more expenses on top of purchasing the animal. Retail stores like Petco don't supply the animals with vaccinations like shelters do. One of the most effective ways to fight against puppy mills is through stronger law and enforcement. Local, state, and nation governments should apply stricter regulations on breeding facilities. That may include mandatory inspections, limiting the amount of animals bred, and applying harsh penalties for neglect or abuse of the animals. When consumers choose to adopt from shelters or buy from responsible licensed breeders, they cut off the demand for puppy mills. Pet stores shouldn't be allowed to sell animals sourced from commercial breeders. By supporting rescue organizations, it promotes spay-neuter programs, reduces overpopulation, and we can make one step closer to ending cruel practices of mass breeding for profit. Who has taken action? 8 states have taken action in making puppy mills illegal. Those states include California, Maryland, Maine, Washington, Illinois, New York, Oregon, and Vermont. In conclusion, adopting animals from shelters is one of the most compassionate choices we can make. It does not only provide a safe, loving home for these animals, but it also saves lives from cruel practices such as puppy mills. You'll be choosing to support a stronger animal welfare laws and educating others by adopting. You can have a part in ending the cycle of animal neglect and abuse. Each person has the power to save these poor animals' lives. Always remember, don't shop, adopt.